game after batting first. New Zealand haven't lost a game chasing. It makes up for a brilliant contest, but Sanju Samson sets it up. Have a look at those strike rates there. Anything slightly outside of, forget it, come back another day. That's how he's batted. The closer you are to him, the better chances you have of going for lesser runs. But I feel Sanju Samson is such a key part of the puzzle because psychologically it gives a lot to this team.
Okay, well, let's have a look. Let's go opener v opener, Simon Doull. Let's talk about Finn Allen and what he was able to achieve. The fastest T20 100 in a World Cup. He was simply superb against the South Africans. Out here, this venue, pace are coming on a bit. What do we expect from him?
Well, I think the maturity in Finn Allen's game in the last couple of years has been really improved. That's one of the big things for me. He's assessing the situation a lot better than he has done when he first burst onto the scene. I think when you look at his power down the ground, he's got ability to hit square of the wicket as well. He stands so tall in the crease. And I think the first thing that springs to mind is his ability to play the spin. It's improved a lot in the last 18 months to 2 years. The T20 franchise tournaments that he's played around the world have assisted in that. He's coming into the tournament off some great form. It might seem silly to say that he assesses conditions well after a 33-ball 100, fastest by 12 deliveries ahead of Jacob Bethel, who did that just the other night. So it's a brilliant performance from Finn Allen the other night. He needs to back that up. Between him and Tim Seifert at the top of the order, they really need to do the same thing, no matter what they are chasing, what India said.
Well, let's talk about Jasprit Bumrah and what he could do. We know what he's capable of. I think back to the last World Cup final we had in T20s, and he was simply superb. What can he do with the ball? Because we saw how he killed the game, the way he bowled against England the other night, was particularly that 16th and 18th over. He was unbelievable. Can he do it again here tonight?
Jasprit Bumrah. I think if there's a current living legend in Indian cricket, has to be him. Across formats, under pressure, whenever required. Have a look at his accuracy in Yorkers. Literally nothing a batter can do when he's in full rhythm like that. What I enjoy about him is he doesn't shy away from pressure. He almost walks toward it. And that tells you the man that he is, because for him, it's about getting the job done for the team, which he's done phenomenally well. I love having Jasprit Bumrah as part of this team because when the game is on the line, Surya Kumar Yadav doesn't need to think hard. Just throw the ball to Jasprit Bumrah.
Now, on the other hand, Simon Doull, New Zealand, they'll be thinking about Bumrah and how to play him tonight. How do they deal with what he has to offer?
Well, situational awareness. It depends on the game situation, what New Zealand are chasing, how attacking do they have to be against Jasprit Bumrah. Hands down the best white ball seamer in world cricket for mine, and has been for some time. He is simply brilliant at executing exactly what he wants to do. But the situation of the game will depend on when Surya uses him, what New Zealand have to do with him. If they're not chasing 220, they can say, providing Bumrah gets no wickets, goes for 32, 33, 34, which is also not that easy, we take him out of the game. But he is brought back time and time again to break partnerships, to stop the game, to halt things, to stop the runs flowing. That's where Surya uses him at his best, and at the back end to maybe close games out. If New Zealand can avoid those situations of giving him wickets when he desperately needs them, they can negate him somewhat and maybe target one or two others. But I say, he's the best in the world, and he's not easy to play. I wouldn't be sure, and I couldn't even bat. This bloke might be a bit better.
Well, we talk about spectacles. This game will be a spectacle, but before the game has even started, that is an absolute spectacle. Now, if you have a look behind me here, we have got 60 World of Dance champion performers that are doing a dance battle, an incredible job of it. 60 World of Dance champion performers that are doing a dance battle, an incredible job of it, keeping the crowd absolutely entertained here. It has been magnificent. We've seen superstars absolutely from start to finish. There is no doubt we've seen the likes of Ricky Martin. I mean, the pressure, there's all this going on around you, and you've got a couple of teams warming up in the middle of it.
Well, not every day do you start with a Ricky Martin performance. Let's start there. But overall, I just feel you've got to embrace the occasion. What a lovely atmosphere to be part of. 110,000 people wearing blues, supporting one team. You've got to enjoy it. The pressure is a privilege. You've got to embrace it in these big moments, and you play the sport for these kind of days. So enjoy the night. Indian team will be up and about, and I can promise you it'll be a cracker of a game.
Yeah, pressure is a privilege, that is for sure. It's one of my favourite sayings, Simon Doull. But when it comes to pressure, for this New Zealand side to step into this cauldron, what will be the messaging from the camp, do you think?
Just embrace it. You know, it's going to be loud. 99% of the fans here are supporting India. Embrace it. I've heard people say we've got to try and silence the crowd. Don't worry about that. just get in amongst them, G them up. If they're off on your side, that would be great, but they're not. You know they're not at the moment you come here. So you've got to embrace the crowd and just enjoy the moment, enjoy the occasion. It's easier said than done, I know that, but New Zealand have got a lot of players that have been. You go back to the 19 World Cup 50 over final, the Champions Trophy final.
পুরনো স্মৃতি পাকিস্তানকে ওয়ানডে সিরিজে ধবল ধোলায়। হোম অফ ক্রিকেটে আবারও কি ফিরবে 2015? প্রিয় ফরম্যাটে আবারও কি গর্জে উঠবে মিরপুরের গ্যালারি? 11, 13 ও 15 মার্চ ডে নাইট এনকাউন্টার দুপুর 2টা 15 থেকে টি স্পোর্টসে।
So we're done with the music and the cricket is about to begin. We are in Ahmedabad once again for the final of an ICC World event. It is India, colourful, emotional, gigantic, up against New Zealand. Gorgeous, gentle, quiet, always tripping the champions. Who knows what lies ahead? One team will go from here. Remember, we started with 20. And now it's down to 2. The toss a little while ago. New Zealand won the toss and they've asked India to bat. And what a start we have already here at the Narendra Modi Stadium. India have never lost batting first. New Zealand have never lost chasing. One of them is going to experience what it is for that record to change. Two legends of the game, MS Dhoni and Rohit Sharma. Alongside them, Jay Shah, the chairman of the International Cricket Council, Mr. Uday Shankar, vice chairman of GeoStar. And of course, those two celebrated icons of the game. That trophy, one captain will be lifting it in about 3 hours. India is the powerhouse, isn't it? 30 out of 32 wins in ICC white ball games. New Zealand will feel they have a mountain to climb, but New Zealand are nimble, always in the way, gently tripping India as they go along. What will it be today? Will it be the popular, lovable New Zealanders? Will it be the aggressive Indians? Remember, these are the two most free-scoring teams in the tournament. And the moment that everybody waits for, the unfurling of the flags, New Zealand and India. It is such a wonderful moment, this. This is what you play for. This is what everybody is waiting for. Match referee, the two umpires standing there, Richard Illingworth and Alex Worf. In a little while, teams will emerge for the national anthems. So much emotion alongside it. Put all that aside for a little piece of history. It's International Women's Day today. Got a lot of young girls, and I hope they're all walking out there thinking, wow, I want to be playing here one day, much like they did when they saw the Women's World Cup final here just a month or so, a couple of months ago. Two women also to sing the national anthems for New Zealand, Jaden Randell, and for India, for the locals, the familiar voice of Kavita Krishnamurti.
If able, please rise for the national anthems of New Zealand, performed by Jaden Randell, and India, performed by Kavita Krishnamurti.